guys, welcome back to June vlog number 11. Hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, alright, I'll do a better intro in the next clip. Bye guys. Hey, what is up you guys, it's Cynthia Lee here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and please leave a like. So here's my little sit down video. First, if you hear Incredibles in the background, I'm so sorry. Bentley is watching a video in the living room. I am in the kitchen. I'm not doing a sit down video in our room today because Dustin is sleeping right now. As you can see, he's obviously not with me, so I'll be filming this by myself. So without further ado, it's been a long time since we obviously talked about what's going on, so sorry about that. However, so after this month in June, we are going to sign a new lease, and it's going to be 1 whole year that we are signing. And he actually said this, it's going to be 1 whole year instead of 6 months. So we won't have to leave until next June, which is awesome. We're very blessed about it and happy about it, thank goodness. It makes me happy because I realized Bentley can have another birthday party here. So I'll be like really happy about that. So yeah, so we get to stay here, guys. That is the long-awaited news. Thankfully, there's no moving back to a hotel or anything like that. I just realized I didn't put on any blush, so I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. It didn't look like it did much, but definitely brought a little bit of light back in my face. So anyway, like I was saying, we're really blessed to be able to stay here another year, and we're hoping by next year we'll be getting into something better, hopefully. So yeah, that's basically the video, well, the topic of the video. I'm not gonna just like have a short video again today. So basically, we were really worried for a lot of things, obviously. We obviously did not want to become homeless again and all that, so we were very, very scared about it. And we are just so happy that he is going to give us another lease and let us rent out this place. It also went up $15. The rent increase, so he increases the rent or whatever every lease or something, so he increased the lease $15, which isn't too bad, I guess. So yeah, that is that. So won't be seeing any moving videos as of right now for us, so we are officially staying in one spot, thank gosh. Like, oh my gosh. As I'm like talking about all of this, I was watching my old videos recently to like really like see what kind of videos were good or whatever and like were not so good, and I realized that recently obviously they haven't been that great than when I used to post, and I think that's mainly because our life has just been always so hectic. Ever since I like started YouTube, it's always been this like crazy amount of stuff happening. So I realized I never posted the video about what happened in the trailer, and since we got to stay and everything, I think I want to talk about that with you guys today. I'm gonna subside names or anything because, like, you know, don't want to get sued or anything. Obviously Dustin's not here, so thankfully I was obviously in part of the process and everything, so I can kind of like basically get the verdict, but or get the whole story out, but Dustin won't be here to like explain it some more in detail, if that makes sense. So, but I also I don't know, I just want to talk about it because I realized I never made a video about it. I just hurt my pinky. Ow. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about that today. So if you guys don't know and haven't been watching, when we first became, well, the second time we became homeless, it was based, we were living at the trailer, this trailer at the time. And, okay, I'm trying to like think of names to call these people. So let's just say Dustin's old friend, Strawberry. We're just gonna call her Strawberry. Dustin's old friend Strawberry has a brother, and we're gonna call him Celery because I don't like celery. So she has a brother named Celery, and so basically we stayed with Strawberry for a while, not a long time, but like for a month or so, and then Celery offered for me and Dustin and Bentley to move in his trailer with him because his ex, Squash, I don't like Squash either, so that's why I'm not using Squash. So his ex-girlfriend Squash moved out or whatever, and so he kept the trailer and everything, blah, blah, blah. So we were like, okay, that'd be great, because it was only him, and then sometimes his son would come over, obviously every other weekend, and so we're just like, okay, cool, like we'll definitely come and stay with you. So we did, and he also had a girlfriend at the time, and she was a trip. So, but anyways, so basically she caused a lot of problems with us in the first place. Like she would lie to everybody and was just like all pity me type stuff, and like she would talk crap about me and Dustin, say that we didn't do anything when in fact she was the one that never did anything. I was the one that cleaned the trailer all the time, and actually kept up with it. She literally sat on the couch and did nothing, and then was saying that we were doing that. And so one day I took a video of me cleaning the kitchen and everything and sent it to Celery, and also sent a picture after the fact of her just laying on the couch on her phone. And then after that, the same day, she had previously gone to the store, and I told, I was just talking to Dustin, and I was like, oh my gosh, we need to go to the store and get this, that. And she's like, oh, well, I can run out and do it. And I was like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, great, thank you. And so she left, and she immediately went to Celery saying that we made her go, and after she just got back from the store. And I was like, man, we literally told her that we were gonna go to the store, like we were gonna go ourselves, like she offered to go. And it was just like a bunch of shit with her. It was just insane of how it was bad. It was just a bad thing. So they ended up breaking up, long story short, after like a few weeks of us being there. Oh, and I'm just gonna talk about this. So, and she was saying to him about like getting all jealous and stuff because she thought he had a thing for me and everything, and how she was like, I see the way you look at her, and just like you're never gonna look at me like that, blah blah blah. And I was like, girl, you had no problem coming from me, honey. Like, I'm not interested. Thanks though. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because it's gonna be brought up in the next little like part of the story. But yeah, so it was just fucking insane. So she was like so mad because he was like giving me attention type of crap or whatever. Like, I really, you know. So anyways, so moving on, I want to say a friend, but honestly it was more of an acquaintance because of how freaking fake she is. And so we're gonna call her, what other thing don't I like? Anchovies. I never even tried anchovy, but like, yeah. So anchovy, we just like got in communication again. I was talking to Anchovy again, blah 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 blah. And honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest with this. So me and Celery were talking one day, and he was saying how he wanted to find basically, it's gonna go go ahead and say it, so sorry. But he wanted to find a hoe that had big titties. And I was just like, I may or may not know this person. And it was Anchovy. And I was like, I mean, try her, because she's had a lot of freaking partners in the past. And so she might click on you pretty well. So, we were talking one day and I told her one of the compliments he said to her or whatever, because I gave him her Facebook and everything, and he was looking at her and he was like, oh, she's really pretty, blah, blah, blah. So he like said something about her like on the phone when I was talking to her, and that's when like that whole love started thing. Love. And so she actually lives in Tennessee and we obviously live in Virginia. And so they basically started their whole thing, fling thing, whatever you want to call it. And he was like obsessed. So at this point we came to visit her in Tennessee for a little bit, and then she came to his trailer a few times, and then that's when problems started with her. So the first time, so Celery's baby mama caused him a lot of problems with his son or whatever. So I told Celery that she can't live here, and he knew this too, but he, you know, but that Anchovy couldn't stay there because he was probably not going to get his son, and he didn't seem to care about that. And so eventually, like, she was lying to us, saying that she was homeless and like she had no place to go, and I was really confused. I was like, okay, because literally her rent in Tennessee is $50. You heard me right, $50, 1510, like $50 a month. And so I texted her mom without her knowing, and I was like, listen, like, she's saying that you know, she's homeless and everything. She's like, no, I just paid her rent. And I was like, really? Well, she's lying to us, saying that she's homeless and she needs a place to live and she's trying to stay here. And I told her mom, I was like, listen, like, we would totally let her stay here if it didn't like affect him getting his son, but it does. And so she can't stay here. And so she's like, I completely understand. And so that's when Anchovy got so mad at me for going behind her back and talking to her mom. It's like, well, if I didn't talk to your mom, we'd be in a bad situation. 1, 2, we wouldn't find out that you lied to us. And so then her mom and her mom's friend, which was also her friend, called me up a bunch of times. It was like talking about Anchovy, and just, it was just a huge mess. And I was just like, wow, so she's pretty much lied about everything. And so oh, keep in mind also Anchovy has a son too, around Bentley's age. So, but anyway, so then it was just like this whole thing, and we told Celery about, you know, what she was doing or whatever, and he still believed her and stuff, and believed the lies and everything. And yeah, so basically it all led to him deciding to move to Tennessee. And for one, I got really mad about it, because I'm just like, so you're choosing a girl over your son? Like, how selfish is that? And it was just like this huge thing about it, and I was just like, that's kind of fucked up. And he didn't seem to freaking give crap, and they say to this day that, oh, they tried to see him, blah blah blah. Like, I don't believe that for 1 second, but whatever. And but basically he talked to Dustin and was saying, because Dustin was paying everything on the trailer anyway, because Celery didn't have a job and wasn't paying crap on the house, and that's when Dustin pitched in and was paying all the bills, paying the monthly payment on the trailer. Like, he was paying for everything. And that's when Celery told Dustin, hey, like, I'm gonna move to Tennessee, but you guys can keep the trailer and start paying on it. I'll switch everything over to you, blah blah blah. And I told Dustin, after Dustin already talked to me about it, I'm like, Dustin, I don't have a good feeling about this. Like, I think we should find our own place. And he was like, no, like, and we got into a fight about it, like per usual, because Dustin wanted have the good in everybody, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I really don't think this is a good idea. And so, long story short, I talked to Celery and he was like, yeah, like I promise, like I'm not gonna do anything. Like you guys can definitely have it. So, long story short, he moved to Tennessee with Anchovy. And that's when his sister, Strawberry, again messaged me asking if he moved. And I was dumb enough to say yes. I should have said no, but they were already posting so many things on Facebook together. I was like, well, if they really wanted it a secret, then they shouldn't be posting all these pictures together. And so I basically told her that yeah, he did. And I was like, oh wait, I wasn't supposed to tell you, but they should have thought about that before posting all these pictures. And thinking back, I'm just like, I feel like if I said no, he didn't, we probably would still be in the trailer, but I really don't know at this point, because he did tell me like not to tell anybody that he moved there. And honestly, I think if I didn't, then we probably could have been staying there. And I've been kind of like eating myself up about it. Like we're definitely in a better situation now, like in this house, than we were there. But it's just like, we would have saved so much trouble if I just lied to her. But anyway, so after that happened, I'm getting to like where I get the most mad. So Dustin was, okay, so when Celery already left or whatever, we went to go pay a payment on the trailer, and they said that we couldn't pay anything because they didn't have the lease, or the, my bad, not the lease, the title to the house. And they apparently lost it, the bank that he had lost it, and we're just like, well, oh crap, like, oh crap. And Celery was supposed to get us a copy, and he was supposed to come back in a couple weeks anyway. And so after that happened, we were like low-key stressed about that. And then so we continued paying the lot rent at least, and so, and all the other bills to the house, like Dustin was already priorly doing. And so that's when Strawberry and Squash basically did this little plan, and the plan basically had her buy the trailer out from under Celery and get it. She claimed, Squash claimed that it was for her grandmother that had COVID, which is not the case at all. She did not have COVID. In fact, it was not for her grandmother, it was for herself. And she lied straight to our faces, saying that it was her grandmother's and that her grandmother was going to be living there because she couldn't live with her mom because she had COVID and she was basically dying. And I was like calling bullshit, and I didn't say anything. I bit my tongue. I was like, what the fuck ever. They knew that we had a 1-year-old son, and they didn't care a fuck about us. And so we're just like, what the fuck ever. And so she bought the trailer out or whatever and got it. And at first, like, I was trying to think, oh, and then I saw on social media that she like posted the keys and she's like, my first big girl purchase. And I was just like, this bitch, like, are you fucking kidding me? I knew it was for her. It was not for her grandmother, it was for her. And I'm just like so pissed about it. Still so freaking pissed about it. So yeah, and then that's when we ended up, obviously my previous studios moving in the motel first, and it was just insane. And we had literally a whole week to, and then, and the reason why we had a whole week, to get everything packed and everything was because she said that we had to pay her like $800 for something. I don't even remember at this point. And I was like, we don't have that money right now. And she's like, well, if you don't give me that money, the $800, then instead of having a whole month to pack, you're gonna have a whole, just 1 week. And I was like, you're fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, well, we don't have the money. She's like, well, then you have to be out by the midnight on the 14th of April. Because she's a bitch. So it was just fucking crazy. So yeah, that was that. And then obviously, like I just said, like we ended up moving in the hotel. or the motel, and then we stayed there until we found the Verona house. And I think I already made a video of like what happened in the Verona house. It was just like a whole lot of bullshit with that landlord. So yeah, new people are living there. I feel sorry for them. Hopefully they don't get sick. And now we're here in a better situation. Oh, and then we, from the Verona house, went to the shelter again, and now we're here. So it's just a better situation, a whole lot more room than we ever expected, and hopefully our next place will be even more room, and just like nice, more nice in general, even though this is a really nice house to top. But it's just been a crazy experience from that time, and it's just a lot. Like, it's literally so much. It's just crazy to me, like how much one thing can happen, and literally they didn't care. Is like the worst part. So yeah, I don't talk to Anchovy or Celery anymore. Neither does Dustin. Well, Dustin never really talked to Anchovy, but he does not talk to Celery anymore. Like, from what I heard, they broke up multiple times and keep getting back together. Right now they're together. They're apparently gonna get married, which I don't think is gonna happen at all. And then we got into like this big fight before we left with them, like the fact that he let her do that and everything, and they were just like saying it was for her grandmother. I'm like, bullshit, it's not. And so that's when Anchovy was saying how you're just mad because he has me, and I'm like, girl, I don't want your man. I don't want a man that leaves his kid for some, I want to say it, but I'm not gonna be vulgar, left his kid to be with some girl in a different state. Like, why would I want a guy like that? Like, that is fucking ridiculous. And in fact, your man was the one that was talking to me, flirting with me. So how is it that I want him? I wasn't flirting with him, he was flirting with me. He made it clear that he wanted me from the get-go. I never made it clear I wanted him, I wanted Dustin. So try again, girl. Like, no, I did not want your man. I don't need your man, and I definitely don't want a man that chooses a girl over his own son. So no thanks, I'm good. So it was just like some complete fighting bullshit, and I am just so happy we're just out of that situation, because they were bullshit people, and I was fucking over it, over that whole situation. So yeah, but like I said, I'm just happy that we're in a better situation now, and continuing to be in a better situation, basically. So, and just keep rising from the bullshit, basically, is all I gotta say about it. So that's my story on the trailer. I have another story time video that I would like to share with you guys. It's mainly about what basically got me and like the situation or whatever. If you guys want to hear that story time, please comment down below and let me know if you even like these story times, because I definitely don't need to do them if you don't like them, but I kind of like it. I like doing a little story times. They low-key kind of suck, besides like this ending. This ending is pretty good, but like my other story times might be like rough, but that's just because I've always had a rough life, and you know, I'm growing every single day. But so comment down below if you like these videos, and I will be sure to make more. So yeah, so I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a great day, night, or evening whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye guys.